welcome to round 2 of the F1 2016 Banter Racing League. We are here for the Bahrain Grand Prix in Sakhir, and Combined got his second pole position of the season in the second race, so 2 poles in a row for the Ferrari driver, and he did a 131.579 on the soft tyres, the slower tyre compared to the other tyres, the super soft tyres, which most of the field is running on and starting on. So, for the Bahrain Grand Prix, we have 7 drivers on the grid, and I will take you through it. Combined is on pole, Cryptox is in second place for Williams, then Ventrox in third for Manor, then Thaboom in fourth, then we have Beppies in fifth for Red Bull, Lucky Racer in sixth for Ferrari, Whatmaster in at the back of the field for Manor, with no time set. So, Whatmaster, for the second time, starts from the back of the grid. And here we go. Getting ready for the start of this Bahrain Grand Prix. The second round of F1 2016 Banter Racing League. Let's hope it's a good race between the drivers today. Like it was in Australia, between Combined and Cryptox having a nice battle for the lead of the race. And here we go, getting ready for the start of round 2 of F1 2016 BRL. And it's away we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Cryptox gets a good start and speeds past Combined's AI off the line. And Ventrox gets a good start as well. And he comes down towards turn 1. And into turn 1 now, Cryptox goes into the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Ventrox takes second place, and Thaboom up to third for McLaren. So a good start from Ventrox, good start from Cryptox, and a really good start from Thaboom. Started 5th and now up to 3rd now. He's up onto the podium places. Very good start from the Kiwi in the McLaren. And Whatmaster has retired from the Bahrain Grand Prix on the first lap. It is reported that he hit the back of Beppies' Red Bull, and he has now retired from the race. He spun round at turn 4 and retired from the race. Cryptox leads after lap 1 ahead of Ventrox, and then it is Thaboom, then it's Lucky Racer, then it's Combined, then it's Beppies, and then that's it. So Lucky Racer is slipstreamed by his teammate Combined as he heads down into turn 1. And Lucky Racer and Combined are both getting close to Thaboom. Both Ferraris are getting close to Thaboom in the McLaren. And now we come into turn 4. What can the Ferraris do to Thaboom here? What's going to happen on lap 2 of this race? Coming now into turn 6 and into turn 7. And now into turn 8 now, on board with Ventrox. He's run wide at turn 8, very wide at turn 8, and now that's going to put the 3 cars behind him all over the back of him. Lucky Racer has got past Thaboom. But now into turn 10, Lucky Racer runs wide. Thaboom comes back on the inside and retakes 3rd place. But now, Combined is now going to challenge his teammate Lucky Racer to the outside, coming down towards turn 11. Is this going to work? No, it's not. He's too far back. He almost hits the back of him there, just Combined. But now, Thaboom is really holding up the 2 Ferraris. What's going to happen here? As we come into turn 12, Thaboom understeers wide. And Lucky Racer gets on the inside. Combined's trying to go on the inside, but there's contact, and Combined has spun round at turn 13, and that is an unlucky moment for the Aussie in the Ferrari. And Thaboom has decided to pull over to the side and wait for him, because from what we could see, Thaboom actually rejoined onto the racing line, which meant that Combined was spun round at that corner. What a dramatic moment of the race. The championship leader and the winner from round 1 has just been spun round. And Ventrox in the pits already on lap 2 of this Bahrain Grand Prix. He changes onto a set of medium tyres. And yeah, that's very interesting. Beppies are also in the pits for Red Bull. And lap 3, Ventrox pits very early. His super softs were done, I think. That's what he said. Apparently they were on lap 2. He had to pit so early in lap 2. So it's a very interesting race so far. Combined obviously got spun by Thaboom, so he let him through. And on board with Combined now. Currently in 3rd place. behind his teammate Lucky Racer. Cryptox sets the fastest lap of the race, and Lucky Racer sets the fastest lap of the race. The Ferrari of Lucky Racer is catching Cryptox. We can see it on the minimap there as they head into turn 1. Lucky Racer is slightly catching Cryptox, and Combined sets the fastest lap on the fresh tyres. Well, they're not actually fresh tyres, they are soft tyres that he started on. But he got fastest lap for some reason. Anyway, moving, and here are the replays of the start here in Bahrain. Here is the onboard from Cryptox. It was an absolute flyer of a start from Cryptox, and he just went into the lead immediately into turn 1, but you can see Ventrox beside him coming into turn 1. But Cryptox had the inside line and got into the lead of the race. So a very good start by Cryptox, and he led down towards turn 4. And Ventrox behind him tried to get a slipstream. Here we go, on board with Ventrox off the start. Let's see his start. He got an equally as good start as what Cryptox did. He goes past Combined's AI because his game crashed after qualifying. So he had to restart his game and then come back. And now there is Cryptox going on the inside of Ventrox. And Ventrox then slipstreamed him down towards turn 4. Just a little bit. And then had a little look into the braking zone. Yes, he did. There's a little look. But he was too far back to make the move. On board with the boom in the McLaren off the start. This is a fairly decent start, but it was actually a bad launch for the boom off the line, and Boy Baby's got past him immediately. But he's actually going to go into turn 1 and dive bomb him, and they're side by side into turn 1 and 2. They make contact with they bang wheels, and that's what Thaboom gets up. That's how Thaboom gets into third. He overtakes Combined's AI, and he overtakes Boy Baby. So a good start from Thaboom there. And on lap 7 now, Cryptox is still leading the race, but Lucky Racer is all over the back of him now. He has gained all the way up to the back of him. As we head to the sector split, the gap is 0.4 of a second between Cryptox and Lucky Racer. Lucky Racer is gaining on Cryptox with the medium tyres, a slower tyre than what the soft tyres are. Lucky Racer seems to have he has the mediums, and the mediums seem to be a little bit faster than the soft tyres for some reason. But I think this lap Cryptox will pit. Yes, Cryptox comes into the pits, and that hands Lucky Racer the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix. And this will hand Combined second place, maybe, or is he going to pit as well? Here comes Cryptox into the pits. He's going to change to another set of soft tyres. And it's a 2.259 second stop for the Williams. And here comes Combined into the pits for Ferrari. He goes onto the super soft tyres, and it's a 1.885 second stop. A very quick stop by the Ferrari crew. A very good stop. That could be one of the fastest pit stops of the season. Here comes Ventrox onto the straight. He is going to get ahead of Combined out of the pits. Only just. He moves up into third place. Ventrox is in third, and he has got ahead of Combined out of the pits. But that's not going to last long, because Combined will catch up on this lap to try and get past Ventrox. So let's hope that happens here. And here comes Combined now on board with him. He's currently in P4 after losing the place to Ventrox. As now he comes into turn 8. He's gaining on him very quickly already. And now they come into turn 8. Combined is all over the back of Ventrox as we head down into the double left-hander of turn 9 and 10. And I think he's going to use DRS to try and get past him here. Let's see. Rich Mix is going to be Rich Mix and the DRS and the slipstream. He is going to go to the outside of Ventrox, coming down into turn 11, and Combined easily gets the move around the outside of Ventrox, and he moves up into the podium places once again. Ventrox has let him past because he's not fighting him. Ventrox is not fighting Combined today, so that's something that he should. That's the right thing to do. And here is Cryptox. Lucky Racer is currently in the pits for Ferrari, and he is changed onto a set of soft tyres. He started on the mediums and is now on the softs. But this is going to be a very close pit exit between Cryptox and Lucky Racer. Here we go. Lucky Racer is now exiting the pit lane, and there he is. Cryptox and Lucky Racer are going to go side by side out of the pit lane into turn 1, and there's a little bit of contact there. Cryptox goes off track, but Lucky Racer gets into the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix. He has undercut Cryptox and he has overcut him. He's got ahead of him out of the pits, and maybe in a bit of a dirty way, because Lucky Racer kind of pushed him off the track, but it's debatable, to be honest. On lap 13 now, here is Combined behind, gaining on Cryptox on the faster tyre, of course. Combined is on the faster tyre, on the super soft tyres, and Cryptox is on the soft tyres. Lucky Racer sets the fastest lap at 1:33.1. And here he goes into turn 1. Cryptox is right there into turn 1 as well. Ventrox up to 4th. Well, Ventrox has stayed in 4th for most of the race, to be honest. And now coming into turn 4 now. Coming into turn 4 and into turn 5. It's actually keeping the same gap between Cryptox and Combined. It's actually keeping the same gap. That's 4 seconds. I don't think it's 4 seconds, is it? I don't know. But Combined is gaining on Cryptox. Only slightly. But the gap has been kept the same this lap. As we saw there, it was like the same gap. And Cryptox just gets some good traction out of the corners. But Combined gets some worse traction because his tyres are pretty much shot there. 66 on the front left, 55 on the front right, 69 on the rear left, now 70, and now 66 on the rear left as well, or rear right as well. And then it gets worse as we go along. Combined now sliding around, and he's going to pit this lap. As he told his engineer, he's going to pit this lap, and this is his second pit stop of the night here in Bahrain. And this is going to be a set of soft tyres on the car. Yes, it is. And it's a 1.976 second pit stop. A very good stop once again from the Ferrari crew. Sub 2 second pit stops for Ferrari. Very good pit stop work from them. As now coming into turn 1. He comes out in 3rd place. He's going to stay in 3rd place and stay in front of Ventrox by quite a margin. Meanwhile, Lucky Racer just Cryptox is getting closer to Lucky Racer, unless that might be the boom getting lapped, but we'll see. As now here is Cryptox on lap 17. He is going to pit for his new set of tyres, his second pit stop of the day, the night I should say. And here he goes into the pits. This is going to be for a set of medium tyres. Yes, a set of medium tyres for Cryptox in the Williams. And this could be a better strategy than what Combined did, because soft tyres will like wear out towards the end, but the medium tyres will get to the end without bad tyre wear. But Combined soft tyres will like wear out at the end. But this is going to be another close pit exit between Combined and Cryptox. And Cryptox just gets ahead, but Cryptox has overshot turn 1, and that's going to put Combined ahead of him, is it? Here we go, into turn 2. Combined has got into 2nd place out of the pit lane, and that brings a Ferrari 1-2 once again, just like in Australia. Cryptox makes a mistake at turn 1, and that gives Combined 2nd place. What? That was a very good opportunity for Combined to get past Cryptox, and he's just done it. But now Combined has made a mistake himself, and now Cryptox is going to go to the outside into turn 8. Combined has the inside line, and they're going to battle once again, Combined and Cryptox, after the Australian Grand Prix when they battled themselves. Here we go. Coming into turn 10. DRS opened for Cryptox as he heads down towards turn 11. I think standard mix is available as well. Coming to turn 11 now. Cryptox still there. It's now lap 19 of the Bahrain Grand Prix. What is going to happen? Onto the pit straight now. Cryptox is all over the back of Combined, heading down towards the final corner. We go into the final corner now. Cryptox is going to challenge Combined now with the DRS. This is going to be a good move. Here we go, slipstream, and Rich Mix is available. Combined defends the inside line, but Cryptox goes to the outside, coming into turn 1. But Combined has the inside line into turn 1. Cryptox is going to go around the outside into turn 1 and into turn 2. But now Combined is going to switch back, and he goes back on the inside, coming into turn 4. They are side by side, coming into turn 4. Combined still has the inside line, but now Cryptox goes around the outside once again, and he takes second place back. A good battle between these two once again for P2 in the race instead of P1. Just like that's what it was in Australia. It was a battle for the lead between Combined and Cryptox. As now lap 20 of this Bahrain Grand Prix, and into turn 10. Combined is going to get some DRS on Cryptox once again. And here we go, Cryptox defends the inside line, but the slipstream is there for Combined, and he's going to go to the outside, coming into turn 11, and he's going to go around the outside into turn 11. It's a very good move from Combined in the Ferrari, the Aussie in the Ferrari, and he gets back up into second place to make it a Ferrari 1-2 once again. A very good move from Combined there. That could be one of the moves of the season, possibly. It was a sitter with DRS, but still, it was around the outside at a corner you can't usually overtake at. Yeah, that's very entertaining stuff between those two, having a battle. There is the boom in the McLaren, currently getting lapped. For the first time, he is in 5th place at the moment. And it's now lap 26, three laps remain in this race. The boom pulls over to the side to let Combined through, and he's going to let Cryptox through as well with those blue flags. The boom doesn't really have anything to lose to by letting the leaders through, to be honest. He has nothing to lose because there's no one he's chasing, there's no one he's battling, so there's nothing he can lose. But is Cryptox going to gain on Combined again? Lucky Racer is still leading the race and he's dominating it. Lap 27 of the Bahrain Grand Prix, and Cryptox has gained up to Combined again. Coming into the final corner, Lucky Racer sets the fastest lap of a 1:32.6. As now into the final corner, Cryptox is closer to Combined once again. Combined's tyres are slightly dying, I think. But now DRS for Cryptox coming down towards this onto the straight, and he goes to the inside, coming down towards turn 1, and he gets past him. Cryptox gets past Combined, and he moves back up into second place to break the Ferrari 1-2 that the team considered. The team expected from them today. Cryptox retakes second place. You can see Combined's tyres, they're pretty worn, to be honest. That's why Cryptox got past him in second place. I told you that would happen, to be honest. I told you that would happen. The soft tyres would wear at the end, and the medium tyres would be fine. But now, Lucky Racer will start his final lap. It's 16.9 seconds between the two leaders of the race. And Lucky Racer's just been disqualified from the session. What has happened to Lucky Racer? Well, the actual reason is that he failed to use the mandatory tyres. Which, pretty unfair to be honest, because he did use the mandatory tyres. The strategy he did was perfectly fine. It was starting on mediums, because he started from the back, and he moved to another set. He moved to a set of soft tires, and probably he moved to another set of soft tires. That's perfectly fine. It's not like the super softs are a mandatory tire, so that's that should be taken up to by the stewards to remove that disqualification. Lucky Racer did not deserve that, in my opinion, because he drove well all race, and to have that was not the greatest. But it does gift Cryptox the lead of the race, and Combined into second, Ventrox in third for Manor. As now into the final corner comes Cryptox, and now into the final corner he goes. For the first time, it's now going to be Cryptox who's going to cross the line to win in Bahrain. Cryptox wins the race here in the Bahrain Grand Prix, and Combined crosses the line for second place. But that's provisional because Lucky Racer's disqualification is considering being removed. So Cryptox and Combined will most likely be second and third in this race. And Ventrox, who's currently third place and will cross the line in third place, he will most likely be fourth in the race. And the Boom will most likely be fifth in the race, even though he's finished fourth because of the disqualification. So here comes Ventrox into the final corner. He is going to cross the line to get his third place, but remember, it's provisional, so he'll most likely be fourth place from the stewards. And yep, it was indeed given back. You can see there, Lucky Racer wins the Bahrain Grand Prix from Cryptox in second place. Combined is in third for Ferrari, a good comeback from his bad start to the race after his game crash. Ventrox in fourth for the Manor team. The Boom in fifth for McLaren. And the DNS for Boy Beppies for Red Bull. And Wattmaster on the first lap for Manor after hitting the back of the Red Bull of Boy Beppies. Into turn 4 and spinning round. The championship standings after the Bahrain Grand Prix. Lucky Racer leads the championship by 3 points. Combined is in second. And Cryptox is in third with 33 points, 10 points behind. Ventrox in fourth, ahead of the Boom. Then Addy Wipo, the Mercedes driver from last race, with 12 points. Then there's Addy in sixth, didn't race today. Wattmaster now there. And then Savage in ninth. And then Zomar, who didn't compete so far. Boy Beppies. And then Fashel, who hasn't competed so far either. So that was a good race in the Bahrain Grand Prix. The championship is hotting up so far. 3 points between Lucky Racer and Combined. The next race is in China for the Chinese Grand Prix, Shanghai. See you then.